in this question, we're going to consider question number 4 of paper 2, November 2025, Analysis and Approaches, High Level. This question contains 7 marks and obviously is related to the trigonometry. Let's have a look at the main function here, and there are 3 parts, A, B, and C, given the diagram with the corresponding graph of cosine. And in the questions, first we have to find the value of A. So A, it's I'll write here, g of x is equal to A cosine bx minus 3. Okay, first thing to find is A. Since it is cosine, our cosine graph looks like this. I'm going to sketch it, something like this. Yeah, standard cosine function, something like this. Yeah, and you see that this given function is reflected, so it is something negative. So A is going to be negative. Okay, so first thing, and now we should find the value of A. So A is negative, and to find the value of A is amplitude. We should find the principal axis. The principal axis is actually average of their maximum and minimum. So if we will add together and divide by 2, minus 8 plus 2, so we are talking about the y coordinates, right? Divide by 2, so it's minus 6 minus 3. And then we have to calculate, first let me make on this principal axis, negative 3, somewhere here, negative 3. So it is our principal axis. And the amplitude, the value of A, it is distance from the principal axis. So this is a principal, this is a A, or this is a A. Doesn't matter, yeah? What we are going to choose. Let's say that we will calculate at this distance first, okay? So this distance is negative 3 and this distance is 5, right? Distance is 5. And since function is reflected, our value of A is negative 5. So A is negative 5. This is the answer for part A. And now we should find the value of B. Value of B. And B, yeah, let me just prepare. So value of B. Value of B. B is equal to 2 pi over period. And we should identify the period here. Period is the x length of repeated part of the graph, right? That's why we have to just find the repeated part of the graph. If we will continue our graph of the function, we will have something like this, right? Something like this. And this is going to be period. And obviously, this part is a half of the period. That's why we have to calculate this length, so x length. Calculating x length, we can find that it is in terms of x, so x starts from 0 till 16, and it is half, right? So that's why we can say that the period is 32. So 2 pi is equal to 2 times 16. Okay, so 2 pi over 32. After reducing the fraction, we will get pi over 16. So pi over 16, it is value of B. Okay. Okay, right. So it's possible to write, since it's paper 2, it's possible to write in terms of numbers, in decimal, yeah? 1, 9, 6, 2, 3 significant figures. Either of these answers will be accepted. Okay, so that's how we solved part A, and now let's turn to part B. So write down the positive value of the constant k such that f of x plus k equals to f of x. Yes, I'm saying some interesting thing that this part is not marked in this paper. Only this one mark is skipped in the paper exam. That's why let's turn to part C. Let's turn to part C. In part C, that said that the function g of x can be written in the form of sine. So this graph is a sine graph, and we should find the values of Q, then P, okay, Q and P, right? So I'm talking about this. So again, same graph, and PQ are integers, right? Positive integers. Okay, so now let's do the same thing, but we will say that it is sine graph now. Okay, so let's start. So just I'll copy f of x is equal to p sine b q minus x minus q minus 3. Okay, what do we know? We know that it is the same graph, right? Same graph. So the same graph, but the shifted graph. So we shifted the sine graph. The graph of sine looks like this. Remember, it starts like this. This is a just standard curve. Okay, and that's why we can say that the value of q is what? How to find the value of q? So what to do? So we can say that we can use horizontal translation, yeah? So x, this graph is translated for q units, right? So 24 minus q is equal to 16. Okay, so we're just plug 24 as x, and then that's how we will find q. So q is equal to 8. Or we can use the point. We can use the point of this one, yeah, into our equation. We can just plug minus 8 to our equation. Sine pi over 16, 0, since it is 0 here, yeah, this 0 here, minus q, minus 3, right? And then after this calculation, you will get the value of q is equal to, again, 8. Okay, it doesn't matter which way you choose, you will be awarded by 1 mark. And then the value of p, since it is no reflection, the value of p will be the same as value of a in the part A. Same value, you see? So for a we had -5, but since it is not reflected, we can write that the part C2, and the answer of p is equal to 5. Okay, that's how the question about trigonometry is solved in this paper. Subscribe in my other channels. See you in the next video. Have a nice day and goodbye.